Hi, my name is Jennifer Evans. I'm the ELA consultant at St. Clair County RESA, and we are starting a new project called Guided Reading by the Month, where we will have kindergarten through 5th grade teachers videotape a guided reading lesson as they progress through the school year, so that you will be able to see what the teachers do in the beginning of the year and how they set up the routines and procedures, all the way through what's taking place as students learn the work that they are applying in guided reading into their independent practice. So we hope you enjoy this episode of Guided Reading by the Month.
Alright, so today we're going to read a book called Why Butterflies Were Made. I have a few words I want to go over with you for vocabulary and make sure that you know what they mean before we read the book. And so the first one is mischief. And that's a behavior that causes problems for others. Johnny, do you know what mischief means? Have you ever gotten into any mischief before you created your new goal of making sure you stay out of mischief last year, right? What was your goal? Your goal was really to be honest. But mischief could be in that area, right? To make sure that you're making good choices all the time. Yeah. Well, in the book, though, there are twins who make it a point to never get into mischief because they're always kind to others. So that's what we will find when we read the book. And then the second word that I want to go over is counsel. That's a little trickier. That's a meeting called to find answers. And we are familiar with the word counsel. Lamaya, you would know this because you are on what we call the Lighthouse team now, which was before called what? Student council. Student council, where all the students meet and they talk about things that they want to change about the school or things they want to make better. But in the book, you'll find that there is a meeting that was called with the elders of this Native American tribe that the girls are in, and they are there to have a council meeting that they have to help them with something that you'll find out about. And then thirdly is the word duty, and that's a job or a responsibility. And we have lots of duties in our room, don't we? So we have leadership jobs. And so, Kane, what's your duty that you have to do during this month? Aren't you the librarian crew?
Friday I have to go get the cart and put the library books in the cart and go back down to the library and to return it to the library.
Very good. So you know what duty means to you is to get a responsibility finished, and that was your duty to take the books down to the library. So in the book, we'll find out that the twin sister, one of the sisters, finds it to be her duty to take care of her twin sister, take care of her so that if anything happens to her, she finds it her duty to make sure she's feeling good and everything is good with her. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to work on a focus strategy called prediction. But we're not just going to predict because we've done that in 1st grade and 2nd grade, right? We're going to take a prediction and then we're going to confirm it to see if it actually happens, and we are going to then change it if it doesn't. Now, also, because we are in 3rd grade, we're going to support the things that are being predicted. So you're going to first, I'm going to ask you to read softly the first 11 pages. And I stuck this little chart in there for you to stop. And when you stop, that's when we'll talk about the prediction that we're going to make. And the first one I'll make with you, and then we'll talk about that. We want to do 2 other predictions. Lamaya, I'm going to listen to you read those first pages, just the first 3, and then you guys are going to continue to read as well, okay? And Johnny, there is your book. Liam, Kane, and Lamaya. So as soon as you get your book, start reading and stop on page 11. Make sure you don't go any further because our prediction will not happen. If we go any further, we'll know what happens, right? Okay, go ahead. You can read softly to yourselves. All right, Lamaya. Oh, actually, I'm just going to give you the book. And when you are ready, you can read with a good, clear voice. Okay, honey? Oh, out loud, too.
One day, Grandpa and I were sitting in the park. It was spring, and we were feeding the birds. A bright yellow butterfly flew by. It stopped to rest on a flower. Its delicate wings shone in the sun. I love looking at butterflies. I said to Grandpa, and butterflies slip nectar from the flower.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Guided Reading by the Month. We'll see you next time.